Hey guys, welcome to a beautiful day. We're working with this little mare Senna today. We're gonna do some lunging and leading. I'm gonna introduce her to her brush and we're gonna work on some head shyness. So enjoy the video, guys. Bye. Hey guys, so welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Senna's first time lunging. I'm teaching her the inside turns and just to get her to go around the round pen, because that can be a struggle for a horse for the first time. Just learning you have to go and trot along the edge of the round pen. And then of course the inside turns, which I'll show you how I begin that process on getting her to turn. First of all, I just want to say that when I lunge a horse, I'm not looking to get them exhausted. I'm not looking to get them scared. I am simply warming them up, warming me up, connecting our brains, and getting just ready for the session, whatever we're going to work on. Obviously for Senna today, this is her full session because it takes a little bit to get her to do the inside turn like she just did there, which is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'll again explain here in just a second on how I get that. But there's a lot of misconceptions about lunging. People give it a bad rep because they think that all we're trying to do is just mentally exhaust the horse and get them sweaty, and that's not it at all. Like I said, it's a warm-up for us both. It gets them stretching and loosened up, gets the jitters out, gets our minds connected. And just like when you do a workout as a person, you have to do a warm-up first to get your muscles ready. So that's what lunging is to me, and I love it. I never get on a horse if I haven't lunged them, and that's just what I enjoy doing. So starting to do the inside turns, that was gorgeous right there. Though I used the fact that she wanted to return to the horses on the other side to get that nice inside turn, which is just fine. Use what you have when you're first teaching them to help make it easier for them to learn what you want. So right there, she turned her butt to me. I'm like, no, go back the other way. I didn't ask her to turn. Now, when I'm asking her to go forward, there are 3 different pressure points on the horse as I'm lunging her. Her hindquarters, which is her drive. Her middle, which is stay steady or breakdown, which is a bit more an advanced lunging that I'll do. And then her head, which is slow down a speed or a turn, or I'm about to turn you. I'll look at her head and I'll move my body so that she knows that I want her to turn. So when I'm lunging her just around and not wanting her to turn, I'm looking at her hindquarters. Right there, we're off screen. So you can't really see where I'm looking, but she did not want to continue around the round pin at a trot. So I'm just trying to tell her, no, you got to keep going. Go. There we go. So right now I'm looking at her hindquarters. I'm just trying to get her going and keep going in the direction that I sent her out at. She doesn't get to choose the direction when she goes back to the rail. So I have a clear, concise direction in my head that I want her to go, and I keep her at that. When I ask her for a turn, which may be coming up here in just a second, I'm just trying to keep her going at this point. So when I ask her for a turn, I'm going to step out, see how I have my shoulder to her. I'm looking at her head. I want her to come in just like that, and I'm going to go around to the outside. And beautiful. That's how I begin my inside turns. I give them a wide berth. I will step in front of their the parallel line of their shoulder to kind of send my body language to show them that I am going to slow them down or turn them. Whereas right now I'm staying behind her hip. So see, I stepped up in front of that driving line. Oh, she started turning her butt to me, so I'm trying to push her forward again so that she'll get her head out. She's not really interested, so I'm going all the way. I'm giving her as much help as I can. So she started moving her butt back, so now I'm going back around. So she turned, so I'm going around, turn her back. Say, no, 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 turn back. That's not the way I wanted you to turn. You don't see me touching her with the whip or anything. So this is not a stressful or like I'm not hitting her with the whip. So she's fine. So I let her get back on the rail, and now I'm going to attempt that turn again. I'm giving her as much open space as possible, trying to help her out, because I want her to get the right answer. So she started backing up with her butt, so I'm pushing her back forward to say, nope, nope, let's try this again. There we go. She went in. Beautiful. That's how you begin your inside turn. At least that's how I begin my inside turns. Each horse will be different. Some pick up on it super easy, some it takes a while. With her, she's a little bit on the stubborn side and lazy side when it comes to this, so she didn't want to do it a whole lot, but she started figuring it out pretty well right there. Like, that was beautiful. And she's got a little bit of an attitude to her. At some points when we do the turn, she will diagonally trot and put her butt towards me. Now, if the footing was better, and if I was not trying to reward her for doing a nice inside turn, I would slap her in the butt to get her away from me and say, no, you don't get to turn your butt to me like that. But where she's just learning and the footing's not good, I'm choosing to let that go for now. It will be something that I address later on with her because I don't want her. So right here, she turns her butt into me. See how she's got her butt in? She's like, no, fine, I'll do this, but I don't really want to do it your way. And she's giving me attitude. So right there, if that was on a more trained horse and a better footed area, I would have slapped her in the butt with the whip to tell her to not put her butt in towards me, because that's just her telling me no. But stuff like that comes later. Pick your battles that you want to do in the moment with the horse. And right now with her, it's just getting a smooth consistency of trotting around the round pin and beginning the inside turns. And right there, you couldn't really see it, but she turned her butt into me again. This little girl's got some attitude, but that's okay. I don't mind it at all, because there's always something that is easy to show people that I can work towards. This little mare, Senna, is just so much fun. She wants to be a show pony. And we do believe that she is pregnant, so I don't have very long sessions with her. She's filling out a lot more now, so we're pretty convinced she's pregnant. So I don't want to put on a whole lot of stress while I'm working with her, because I don't want problems. She's a young mare, and this could be her first or second foal, we don't know. So I keep her sessions down to about a half hour to an hour. So as you could see there, my mom was using the same technique that I was using. Obviously, she's the one that taught me how to do it. And Cheyenne, her little mare, was responding very well to it. And Cheyenne is a lot more curious and a little bit more nervous, so she tries to find cues a lot faster than Senna does, whereas Senna is a bit lazy and stubborn. and doesn't quite want to do exactly what you want when you want it done, so she shows attitude. So that's a bit of a difference with the horses. But after a while, she started getting the turns really well. So then we did a little bit of lunge lining as well, just to have her go around me in a nicer circle. Eventually with lunging, what I will want is to simply stand in the center and just turn. I don't want to have to walk around or anything. And when I want them to turn, I'll just flip my shoulder and then they'll turn. And that's what the end goal is going to be with our lunging. As you can see, she does not want me on that right side with this. And she likes to rear. That's something I've found. She doesn't take off running, she doesn't buck, she rears. So that will be a pretty easy fix once we get to saddling. But see, she's wanting to keep her butt into me. I'm like, girly? But even at a walk, I'm just trying to get her around. Right here, I'm working on getting her okay with my hand going up and down the lead rope. She's very head shy. And that's how we ended that session. So now this is the second lunging session. I've got her walking with me, and it was a nicer day. And again, we worked more on head shyness and sensitivity. I worked on running my hand up and down the lead rope to let her know that it's okay. But here she really doesn't care wherever I pet her. She loved the brushing part of things. Like I said, she wants to be a little show pony. She wants to be just groomed and loved. As you see, she's got her hip cocked, her head's lowered. She's just chilling. Except for when I get close to her head. She is not a head person. So we are working on that and slowly getting around, because head shyness is not something that you want, obviously, on a horse. But as soon as we stop and I start petting her, her head just lowered down real quick, and she's like, okay, I can do this part. I love this part. So she just wants to be loved. On her right side is her sticky side. So she's not as comfortable, but she's getting a lot better with things. And as I'm working on it, and already look how much better she is doing with my hand going up and down the lead rope. She's still not happy with it, but she's doing better. And through our sessions, I always end my session with brushing her down, and she's loved this. Like I said, she wants to be a little show pony. I love this little mare Senna, and I can't wait to show you the rest of her progress as we continue through. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you later.